Are we on, Trev? Are we on? Hello everyone and welcome to this very special, well, very special, it's not really very special, is it, Trev? But I mean, it's an episode of BeerSwedenTV. What we're doing today is we are looking at a very unusual beer that's only been released. We're kind of like trying to catch up. A little while ago I went to the Great British Beer Festival and I missed a whole load of beers that were released at the Systembolaget. So I thought,
I think you got the best bit though, didn't you?
Yeah, well, of course, you know, I mean, I'm not crying over it, am I? I mean, I went to England for a week and drank beer for a week, so I'm not exactly like, you know, crying into my pint yet. But the point is that we're kind of like, you know, we like to be in front in Beer Sweden, don't we, Trev? We like to be like, you know, leader of the pack, I think it's fair to say. But we're kind of like, we're sort of like, we've dropped behind a little bit. We're playing catch up here. And this is one of the beers that came out recently that's had a lot of hype, I have to be honest with you. And what we're going to try and do today is have a look at it and say, is the hype really worth it? Is this beer as good as the hype? The beer in question is this one from Harvestun. Can you see that, Trev? Yeah? It is a metal edition and it's called Number of the Beast. Okay? Is it like that or is it like, hang on, which way is it, Trev? See, I'm not really that cool, am I? Like that, yeah? That's Dr. Spock, isn't it? Live long and prosper. Yeah, right, like that. Number of the Beast. This beer has an ABV of 6.66. Number of the Beast, that, Trev. You didn't get that, did you? I got that. I got it straight away. And basically, as I understand it, this is a beer that was actually released the first time in the UK as a 3.6% cask ale, but it has been sort of repackaged, and obviously the ABV's been pumped up to 6.66. And put into a bottle on sale in Systembolaget to commemorate or to sort of coincide with Iron Maiden. Do you know who they are? Mm-hmm. Iron Maiden coming back to Stockholm, coming back to Sweden and performing. So that's kind of, as I understand it, the story behind it. Now I've got a confession to make. Look at me, Trev. Do I look like a Maiden boy? Do I really? I'm the kind of guy that thinks that maidens are the things that knights used to rescue, you know, like in fairy tales and that sort of stuff. Or actually, to be honest with you, when I grew up, a maiden was something that actually you got if you bowled 6 consecutive balls to the batsman and they didn't score off of it. That was called a maiden over.
What's that, bowls?
No, that's in cricket, Trev.
What?
Gentleman's game. You would never have played it. So really, to me, I mean, I was more Bob Dylan than Iron Maiden, to be honest with you. Look at me. What about you, Trev? Are you more of a rocker? No. You are a bit more of a rocker. A bit more rough than me, aren't you? I'm a bit more
rough.
Yeah, but you are, aren't you? Let's be honest. So I haven't got. I mean, but I know from attending hundreds of beer festivals that half the people that ever go to a beer festival are wearing an Iron Maiden t-shirt. So I know there's a lot of people out there that perhaps are watching this that are Iron Maiden fans. I apologise. But anyway, the point is that this Number of the Beast edition is really a sort of commemorative or a tribute beer to Iron Maiden. So I'm expecting, I'm getting attacked by wasps. I'm expecting it to be powerful. I'm expecting it to be a bit hardcore. I'm expecting it to be, you know, rock and roll. Trevor did it. Rock and roll. Okay. Let's see if it is. Little there. Do you hear that? Pour it up. Now it's a golden ale in terms of style. We see that straight away. A golden ale or a blonde ale. Extremely blonde. Quite lager-like actually. It is an ale, but it looks quite lager-like in the glass, don't you think? Very sort of straw, golden colour to it. Bleached white head. Not terribly large head, to be honest with you. A little bit sort of soap bubbly. Let's give this a whirl, Trev. Let's give it a whirl. Honey, straight away. A little bit of sort of honey notes to it. Quite pleasant. It's not actually sort of knocking me off the chair. I'm not like I'm not going to stage dive over this. This is pleasant. It's actually got quite a nice malty component to it. The hops are there, but they're kind of like they're playing. You know, I don't know a lot. They're kind of like the warm-up act. You know, perhaps a little bit. Trev, I'm trying to use musical analogies here, and I'm struggling because you know me. But they're kind of. It's more malty, I think, than hops here. I was expecting a sort of, you know, a sort of amplified hop blast, but it's not really there. Let's try some. Well, I think what I can say straight off the bat is it's pleasant. It's pleasant, but it's no more than that. It's kind of like I was expecting sort of. And what I'm really getting is. So it's a very golden ale in terms. It's very soft. It's got a little bit of sort of peachy, maybe peachy, orange sorts of tones to it. Very little bitterness at the end. I was hoping for a little bit of sort of real hardcore bitterness to it. That's not there at all. So it's sweet. It's pleasant. It's easy drinking. It's pretty much what everything that I don't think Iron Maiden is. To me, Iron Maiden's in your face, loud, aggressive, energetic, massive. Once you've listened to them, everything else sort of sounds quiet and timid and shy. This beer is kind of the opposite of that a little bit. This beer is kind of like pleasant, a bit Kylie Minogue. For me, Trev. A bit disappointed, to be honest with you. They say run to the hills or run to the Systembolaget. I think I'd probably break out into a light jog. That's about it, to be quite honest with you. Day like today, they have to say, golden ale, blonde ale, sun's out, pleasant drinking. But really, this is not hard rock. This is not really, this hasn't got the that you're expecting in this beer. In terms of rating, Trev, 2.5. It's kind of average. It's kind of average. I was expecting that a little bit more. I was expecting a little bit more rock and roll. And as I say, it really is to me a little bit more Rick Astley. Anyway, people, that's it for now. Until next time, cheers and beers.